Hello, welcome to Shadowrun Race to a Billion, episode 19. Got 3 lovely runners coming up right now, with a 4th possibly joining us a little later. But for now, we'll start, and we'll go with Jin Hikari to introduce themselves.
Good day, my name's Jin Hikari. I'm a Kitsune Mage Adept. Yep, not much to say.
Alright, then going down to Dark Sun.
Hey, name's Dark Sun, aquatic dragon street samurai, who's just starting to use a sword. Because I keep forgetting about that.
Nice, and then we'll go right back up to Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas. I am a shapeshifter Anthrowolf, and I will be doing the face stuff for this group. Also, I am a thrower of cyber eyes. Keep that in mind.
Yes. I'm going to just... It's a little soft, I'm just going to adjust the mic a little bit here. Alright, that should do it. Alright, so you have chosen to do the mission with Silver Orb Studios. When the runners accept this mission, you're told to head to their offices of Silver Orb Studios to meet with your liaison, Felicia Ivory. When you get to the building and up into the offices themselves, you find that there are 2 other Shadowrunner groups talking and laughing with people within. And from what you hear, they have both just completed successful runs and were regaling the workers with all of their deeds. One of the assistants sees your group, though, and says that Miss Ivory, as well as the Mr. Johnson, is waiting for you in her office, and then leads you to it. When you go there, you see Felicia sitting at her desk with her tea set as usual, while a member of the Atlantean Guard leans against the wall, the black-furred dragon known as Kale. Once everyone has a seat, Felicia begins to talk and goes, "Normally I give the briefing, but since we have the Mr. Johnson in person to talk to, I'll give the floor to him." And that's when the dragon stands up from his leaning position and goes, "That would be me." With cryolife resurfacing and everyone's starting to get a little antsy on the relations between the island and the surface, we've been given a narrow window where the nation of Atlantis can operate without breaking the quarantine or the accords. That being said, we're only relegated to a passive role, which means that we're going to need you all in order to investigate for us. What we need you to do is hit a convoy truck while on the mega highway that is suspected of being associated with cryolife. These self-driving trucks leave a highly secure facility and then head to another highly secure facility across the country. Now the thing is, once it leaves the New York boundaries, the speeds are way too fast to really do anything. And if you stop the trucks, then you're going to get swarmed with Lone Star almost immediately. So your best bet is to hit it while it's still in the speed lock zone, just outside of the boroughs, but before it hits the highway proper. The dragon leans back against the wall, and Felicia begins to pour herself a cup of tea, slowly swirling the liquid around 3 times before she puts the pot back down. Now, I'm
Basically, we need to stop a truck mid. We need to loot a truck that's in mid-drive.
Yes. Now, I'm sure we all have our reservations when dealing with Atlantean artifacts. She takes a stick from a pot of amber liquid and lets a few drops of honey fall into the cup before putting it back. I've been assured by the MIU as part of this joint operation that there will be no consequences for the handling of artifacts in this regard, as long as everything is cataloged and brought back to either the emissary or to them. Now, are there any questions?
Do we know what security this truck has, other than the fact it's on the move and we can't stop it?
Oh, I'm sure it's drones on the outside, personnel on the inside. These trucks usually run completely automated, so it's unlikely you see any human or metahumans, but maybe some turrets or possibly a robot.
I have a question.
Yes.
So how Right. How many people do you suppose know about this convoy?
Oh, well, I'm not sure about the actual people who are involved who are transporting, but as far as the mission goes, only you have heard about it so far, as well as our consort here.
Okay. So you don't think anyone knows that they're moving artifacts?
Oh, I'm sure
Maybe.
if they were actually confirmed to be moving artifacts, the MIU would have stepped in. As such, this is merely a rumor, but one that's grounded enough that we will act on it.
Might mean we run into other Shadowrun groups.
Or harbingers,
Or them.
which is what I was trying to figure out if we're going to run into them or not.
The easiest way to is assume yes. If we don't, woo.
Yeah.
They seem to love
Um,
me a lot, so...
So basically, get to truck, get on truck, loot truck, get off truck, keep going, and leave before it hits the motorway and without getting the truck to stop because MIU will step in. Is that the summary of it?
Yes, I think you have it there.
Well, this could only go horribly. Wonderful.
But hypothetical here. What if the trucks blow up?
I think they want the artifacts back, not in pieces.
But what if they do?
Well, I'm sure that artifacts are rather hardy in nature, but I think we're trying to mitigate collateral damage. It's probably why
That's what I
those
figured.
oafs over at other studios might have not have gotten this particular contract.
Do we know what the response time is, or would approximately be from MIU if the trucks were to be? I mean, is it are they tracking the trucks, or is it just because the trucks have stopped?
It would probably be just because the trucks have stopped. Also, I may have blundered. This is not Silver Rope Studios. This is Mythic Creations. She's talking about Silver Rope Studios as the one that blew everything up.
Yeah.
But so you're in Mythic Creations. But yes, I believe it's only if they stop.
Okay.
Again, highly automated, as most convoy trucks are these days.
Alright. I can't think of anything I need to know. I mean, you said the most we should be looking out for is drones and machine guards due to what it is. So
Yes, I imagine so.
on theory,
Of course.
and the Atlanteans, I'm guessing you don't want any sort of we did this, we're involved in this sort of things coming to light.
Kale looks up. It's like, well, I mean, they're gonna know, but like I said, we have a little leeway here. I just can't put my hands actively in the pie.
Yeah. Okay. I think there's nothing else I can think of that I need to know personally. It's more of a find out what's going on when we get there. I think at this point for me.
Fantastic.
Well, the rest of you.
I believe it's pretty straightforward, so that's pretty much all I need to know.
Intuition
All I'm hoping
perception
is
checks for everyone.
All I'm hoping is that a mini welder will be able to get in.
I need everyone to roll intuition and perception checks.
Oh crap! I forgot to get my dice.
Intuition.
I was gonna ask if any of us know how to drive.
Just
Drive well, I should add.
intuition perception. Why did you go over
This
there?
looks on a D6 system, doesn't it?
Seven.
2 successes for me.
Oh, oops, I messed that up. I got 3 successes though.
I'm so unprepared. Sorry.
Nah, no worries, no worries.
Okay, I'll just take those.
That dragon wouldn't happen to know that I have that crystal with me.
2. 2 out of 8.
If he does, he has not indicated such. So,
Okay.
as Felicia, says fantastic. Thomas, you like just out of the corner of your eye as you look past Felicia, you see that there is something that like outside the window. The windows are tinted, so you're not really quite sure what it is. However, it becomes very clear when the cup that Felicia is bringing up to take a drink of suddenly shatters with a spray of crimson as the glass breaks behind her. Bullets filling the office as the drone that is outside fires a minigun.
Can I
Quick, knock people to the ground.
Everyone needs to make a dodge roll at this juncture as you see her slump over with about probably like 5 or 6 holes in her.
Agility reaction.
Do I get any bonuses for having noticed the drone?
Intuition reaction, yeah, Thomas, you get
Intuition reaction.
a bone.
Plus 2, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Where's my reaction? There you are.
Oh wait, no, I need to take them out.
I
Hang
got
on.
7 successes.
Just on a thought, I've got combat sense. Doesn't that give me a ability to know when something like that's about to happen? Oh, I have a chance of rolling for it to find out.
I think that's only for direct attacks on you. Hold on, let me
And
look up
it
combat
looks-
sense. I was going to actually look when you brought up last time. I was actually going to look it up to get myself knowledgeable.
Combat sense provides an instinctive sense of any potential effects nearby. Adepts with this power are always allowed a perception test before possible spies act situations. So I don't know if that. Yeah.
I'm just going.
That technically the perception.
Yeah,
test?
I'm just going to count your perception check as the combat sense. I will give you a +1 dice though for having combat sense.
Alright. Thank you.
And then Dark Sun, what'd you get?
4.
4? Okay.
I got 7, and
Do you-
I'm probably
say
going to
in-
be...
Do you say it was reaction and intuition?
Yep, dodge roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
I'll probably be trying to get the dragon out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
So as Jin and Thomas, from Jin's spidey senses and Thomas from seeing the drone ahead of time, managed to kind of like get under the pillars of the desk. Dark Sun, you get winged. So I need you to soak 9.
Oh, jeez. That's body and armor?
Yep.
Um, 7. Both of those. That's 6. Ah, this is hard to pick up.
That dice here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes on that, so I think that's 3 going through, yeah?
3 going through, yep.
Yep.
And Thomas, when you try and dart towards the dragon, you find that he is not there.
Oh.
And everyone else, and you also see just like the wood paneling, all the furniture, the potted plants, the door, like bullets are just blasting everything that's in this room. And you can hear the same thing happening outside as well. And after about a minute of being under this gunfire, there's actually a small explosion that causes the door itself to kind of rocket towards you. And you're all sitting in front of Felicia's desk with the elf looking at you. Everything is back to normal. And she goes, and she begins to pour
Really?
herself a cup of tea, slowly stirring the liquid around 3 times before she puts down the pot. Now, I'm sure we all have our reservations when dealing with Atlantean artifacts.
Can I just call out what the fuck we just seen?
Yeah.
Now, was that right? Can I go and check the window for the drone, please?
Okay, also, Darkson, you still feel like you got hit, but you have no actual damage. So you can take those 3 off.
What the hell just happened?
Temporal or illusion? I would go with, because
I'm
been
gonna
there,
say
done that.
temporal.
Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
So Jin gets up, goes to the window, and Tom's like, "What the hell is that?" The elf looks very confused, and you hear Kale go, "I would get away from the window if I was you," and proceeds to go to the heavy granite desk.
Yeah,
Isha, you might want to get down.
yeah.
I'm going to
can
be
I-
getting down and drawing my pistol. My Super Warhawk.
Felicia's like, "What on earth is going?" And then Kale like just takes her and like basically hoists her up and brings her on the other side of this slab of stone that he has propped up.
Can I get a now? Quick
Sure.
question from you: the drone that attacked us, does it have fans to work? Is it held up by fans or jets?
Roll a intelligence and or logic. Ah, still thinking D&D. A logic and intuition to try and remember if you saw if it had fans as you're getting
Okay.
minigunned.
Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Try that again.
I'm actually gonna draw my Red Hawk instead of the Warhawk.
I said intuition and logic, so that's 8. Roll.
There you. Just
Only got 2
reject the
successes on that.
Super Warhawk.
I only got 2 successes. I don't know if that counts.
You're not quite sure. It was definitely hovering. You don't know if it was by rotors or jets or something like that. Excuse
Well,
me.
quite sudden.
Okay. I don't know if I should go for a shield or triad phantasm. Make it aim in the wrong area. But anyway, I'll.
I'd say make it aim in the wrong area because I'm gonna try and empty a full cylinder into the thing.
Sounds like a plan. All right. I'll just keep an eye out and wait for the drone, I suppose.
Mhm.
Can I prep spells?
You can basically prepare an action to fire off a spell as soon as you see it.
That's basically what I want to do in that case, please.
Okay,
Can I prep a burst fire?
you can.
Okay.
So it doesn't take much longer, and you all see Kale just basically keep Felicia behind the desk and then also put his hands against her ears as you all see the drone come down from where it was and level off in front of the window.
Can I use activate my triad phantasm to make it so that as it's shooting, it doesn't look like it's hitting the building? So it basically looks like the bullets aren't doing anything or coming through the window. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So you want to make an illusion that it's not doing any damage, basically.
Yeah, it's not cutting through the window, basically, even though it may be.
Bulletproof glass.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Now, for my magic, it was sorcery plus magic for it, wasn't it?
Yeah, sorcery plus
trying-
magic.
Trying to remember these things. It's been a while since I've done it.
No problem. And I'll roll for the drone.
Where's my sorcery? 3 plus. I'm sure I had this like hotkeyed somewhere, but I don't remember where. Four successes for me.
Alright, so you make the illusion of bulletproof glass.
One it can't see through, by the way, so it's
Tinted bulletproof glass, even there.
tinted.
Alright. And it begins to fire, as it does. And Darksun, you can take your round to fire as well.
Alright.
Once the glass shatters, although for the drone it looks like it hasn't.
So, how does this one work? It's 8 shots.
So
you
you're
can,
doing basically a full burst.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that basically means that you get bonuses. So you unload the clip and you get bonuses.
I think it's just a hit, isn't it? You don't get any extra damage.
Yeah, it's just mainly because you're more likely to hit it. So
Basically wasting ammunition in order to confirm a hit on something.
oh, in some cases that's not wasted. I'm trying to find
Yeah.
the full.
Let's see, it's firearms and agility, I think.
Yes, agility and firearms.
Okay.
Oh, I needed the soak for my thing, don't I?
Four successes.
All right. It doesn't dodge, so you do hit
3p.
3p plus the 4 minus its armor. All right, so you shoot the drone, and even you don't completely destroy it, but you do a significant amount of damage, and it causes a lot of the shots to go even wilder than they were before. It's hitting the ceiling, it's hitting the floor, it's hitting the areas like around this office area, and everyone behind the desk can still hear like a couple bullets hit the stone top, but it manages to absorb most of the impact, so anyone behind it's pretty much considered safe.
So I think after that, there was an explosion that happened somewhere in the building, so we might want to be careful about that.
And eventually you see that the gun does run out, and when it does, you see Kale like, oh, time to switch it, and grabs Felicia once more and hops to the other side of the desk with all the bullet holes.
I'll be following, pulling out my
Let's move
Warhawk
on.
at that point. I'm
And
pulling out my Warhawk as I hop over.
I'd like to take a shot at the drone, because I mean I don't have to sustain my triad once it's up. As far as I'm aware, it's just up until it's up,
Right.
until I dismiss it.
Yeah, go ahead, take it. You can take a shot if you
So
want.
I'd like to take a few shots at it. I'll be using my where are you, Raiden, for this one, because don't go anywhere with that big gun. What range would you say this thing's at?
Medium.
So it's close, short range, medium range, isn't it?
Yes.
That'd be 10.
Even though I think it's silly that they changed close to point blank or point blank to close.
Oh, same difference.
I know. Still,
Yeah.
I like point blank better.
Still is silly.
How do you do this? And it's gun skill, firearms, isn't it?
Agility.
Firearms agility.
Yep.
Firearms agility. Thank you. 5, 6, 7. Go. 3 successes on that.
All right. It does not dodge. So, what's the damage on it?
Damage on my Yamaha, when I can get to the right page, is 4p.
Alright, your damage plus Dark Sun's damage is enough that the drone kind of falls out of sight in a cloud of black smoke. At the same time, the door to the office explodes inwards, hitting the desk once more and almost threatening to topple over the stone, but it stays upright, mostly because Kale's holding it. And you can still hear the sounds of gunfire. Basically a firefight going on outside of the office at the moment.
I'm thinking I might just throw up a shield around the door, but that's kind of draining.
You don't
Can
know
I
who's on
cancel
the
my
other side yet.
Yeah, can I cancel my Triad Phantasm that's on the window and do a new one unless you guys have a plan? I'm thinking just make it so it look like there's nobody in the office.
That could do, but
Yeah.
I mean, you shoot anyone that comes through that needs to be shot, and I'll just try and keep it up so that it looks like window shot with the bulletproof glass, but the office is fine.
that can work.
Does
What do you
Try
guys
that.
think?
does anyone have any knowledge of battle tactics or firearms or
I have firearms.
roll a logic and firearms?
Logic
This
firearms.
probably isn't a gang, so that's not gonna work.
Stupid thing. Logic firearms. Okay, yeah. Four successes.
All right, with your knowledge of firearms and you kind of like get to see out now that the office door is gone. All the bullets are pretty much hitting the wall that you can see, and you're pretty sure that what's going on right now, given also your knowledge of the layout of the office beyond this, is that all the bullets are coming from the window area. So your best guess is that at the moment there is basically skyscraper to skyscraper combat. People are firing from the outside in, and then probably the closer gunshots are those in the skyscraper firing out.
Right.
So bloody dogs.
We got snipers.
Everybody back over.
So in this case, it's better for me to leave my Triad where it is on the window, because nobody can see into where we are. As far as we know, but don't assume. Do we have anything that we can? Can I go to the window and carefully see if I can see where the shots are coming from, and relay it to the others?
Yeah, I'll give you a chance to take a look.
So, does Felicia have another way out of the office, or is the only way out the way we came in?
Can't ask her that. It's like, well, I didn't expect to be under siege, so the only way out is through that door. Unless you want to try and go out the window. She looks very angry, and you see her looking at her destroyed tea set.
I'm not opposed to that. Going out the window sounds fun. I mean, I have a grappling hook. We can just grab
Yeah, I
but
don't.
we'd be exposed to everybody everywhere doing that.
Just make an illusion on us.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I have to maintain that, and I have a limited range. It's
Also, like to
sure.
remind that you are currently on the 26th floor.
It's a set location. I'd have to cast it every couple of feet.
Just a quick hop, skipping away to the bottom.
No. Okay. Best way to do this. What did you say would it be to do it? It's perception plus.
It's intuition perception.
Roll that again. Woo! All these things. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Nice.
What do you need to get a crit success?
5.
Okay.
5 is considered critical success.
Okay.
So you
my
kind of
7 was a crit success.
7 is definitely a critical success. So you kind of hang out the window. There are a
Not.
couple of buildings that are next to this one. Fortunately, it's not coming from the one that faces Felicia's office. Her view is not being shot at once the drone went away. You also don't see any other drones in the sky at the moment. What you do see, though, is a lot of fire coming from the building that's basically opposite of the offices that are getting shot into. In fact, as you look, you see like the smoke trail of another rocket launcher fire off and go into your building. And I need you to make a agility and gymnastics as everyone can feel a rocket explosion.
Agility and gymnastics.
Yeah, you're getting pushed.
So, athletics.
Oh, athletics. Thank you.
Yeah, flag. Sorry. Oh, man, 5th edition.
Uh,
I got 3 successes.
That's just for the
would this
one
be a
hand.
balance situation?
Yeah, I would call it a balanced situation.
Because I get bonus edge on that. Does that count for this?
Yeah, I'll say it counts for the sake of this.
Oh, is this just
I
for
don't-
Jin?
Just Virginia.
I
Okay.
don't know how to do bonus edge for this. So
I believe you get +1 edge for this action. So you can use it to like
is
reroll the dice.
that only if I want to use edge?
Yeah, but you lose it after the situation. So, it's to reroll a dice, or if you want to spend
Okay.
another one, you can pop one up by one.
No, that's fine. I'm not going to use any edge at this point. So because
Okay.
it'd be I don't need to. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3. Is it 1 edge to re-roll?
Yes. 1 dice.
Can you hear me again now?
Yep, I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, my headset turned off. No, it's still only 3 successes for me.
Alright, so as the entire building shakes from the force of this rocket attack, you manage to hang on and not fall over the edge as you kind of pull yourself back in.
Oh, good.
Alright, we just need to get out of here at this point.
Yeah, because they may target our office because it looked like bulletproof gas. Can I look through the door that leads to the office and
Yeah.
see what is it like just a big bay window in there?
Well, so you had the door or the windows that were looking out into the city, which is the one you peeked out of. The other side just has the door, which is completely
Well, that's
open.
what I mean. Can I look through that door and see how big an area it is in there? Or, I mean, we came through there anyway, so I should know anyway.
Yeah, it's a pretty open office area.
We need to get out of this building.
Agreed.
What do you say the Atlantean game guy's name is? Was
Kale.
Kale. I don't suppose you have anything that would be assist us on getting out of here, would you?
He kind of like gives a sheepish grin and is like, I kind of already overstepped a little bit by saving Felicia. That one I'm going to get yelled at for.
Wouldn't this all be in the case of self-defense?
Well, I could just, vanish.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. But, given your reaction, I take it you also saw what was about to come?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're welcome.
thank you.
Thank you for that.
Hi. No, out of curiosity, was that precognition or temporal displacement?
Atlanteans have something called farsing. It
So
varies.
it's precognition-ish sort
Yeah.
of thing. You see it happening before it happens.
It varies.
Right. I can. Do you guys have anything that would help here, or am I going to have to try and cast?
I do not.
Okay. How far is it? Can I look out that door and see how far it is to the exit or the stairwell?
Yes.
How far is it?
Probably about 10 meters, 15 meters to get to the main doors.
am I able to do another phantasm to like block the view between us and the rest of the office or the outside to make it at least, so we can get across there?
Okay.
Going out the window would be more fun.
Have at it. You've been great bullet sponge while we're fleeing. Have at it. So that was magic plus sorcery, wasn't it? 4, 5,
Yep,
6,
sorcery
7,
plus magic. Yeah.
7. Go. No, only one success on that one.
So you believe that you've created a tunnel of sorts in order to shield yourselves from being seen.
And then I'll have to try and soak it. 5 plus that, so it's 11. Oof. 2 stun. How big is Felicia?
Oh, she's a skinny little thing.
Can I pass her my spare chameleon suit and lend it to her? It's like, put this on, it'll help you if you want.
Yeah, you could probably do that. Yeah, it wouldn't take her too long to put on either, so give her a little extra stealth.
Basically, yeah. And then we'll basically cautiously attempt to get across.
Okay, so everyone, if you want to roll a stealth, which is agility and stealth, you get a +1 for the triad phantasm. That's kind of masking your movement.
Stealth was agility plus stealth, wasn't it?
Yep.
Can I do agility plus athletics? Since I don't
Oh,
have
sure. You
some?
can just if you want to make a run for it, you can totally do that too.
I am not stealth.
I got 5 successes.
All right, you're sneak.
I got 1.
I'm actually a little bit confused with how it says I got 5 successes, though.
I got 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because on there I'm only reading 3.
Yeah, it says I got 3, and then the +1 would get it to 4, but it says I got 5.
I would go off what the dice actually say
Yeah.
rather than what the system says in that
Yeah,
case.
go off the so you got 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I do an edge reroll on one of mine, please?
Yeah, certainly.
So I'm just going to reroll 1d6. It's just 1d6, isn't it?
Yep.
No, still. So I'm still on 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so you move your way out of the office and into the actual bigger area of Mythic Creations, which is just absolutely torn to hell. There is fires that have kind of broken out, and then you see the sprinkler systems turning on and dousing them. Several are laying on the ground. They are clearly dead. Others have kind of tried to move back into safer areas, like little enclaves and stuff like that. Very injured. There are a couple of people that you recognize as Mythic Creations employees with everything from pistols to light machine guns firing at this other skyscraper. As you can see the muzzle flashes of the skyscraper on the other side shooting back. And fortunately, it seems that through your running and then also sneakery, none of you managed to actually get hit. And as you kind of move back, you see that a couple of the Shadowrunners from before have also kind of retreated back into the elevator banks.
Where's the stairwell? Because I'd rather not take an elevator in this sort of situation.
It's in the same area as the elevator banks.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the
Question for Felicia.
yes.
Do you know who operates in that skyscraper over there?
I'm guessing a bunch of dead people.
I don't know. Oh, these are all office buildings. I mean, people come and rent space here all the time. That's how we get such a great rate.
Okay. Trying to see if I can figure out who exactly is trying to kill
I
you.
think it's going to be a long list.
Eventually, you get to
Surprise me.
the elevator banks, and none of the bullets are getting passed into this area. So, the three runners are still on guard there with you, but they take the time to like reload, patch up. One's been shot, but it's like a flesh wound.
Yeah, I'll be reloading my my Red Hawk. Finally.
In this situation, are we thinking stairwell, guys, or because I'm not taking the elevator?
No elevator, definitely.
Probably the stairs.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long way down, but
We could rappel down the stairs.
I mean,
No.
you could. I could. No.
Walk.
Yeah.
But it's faster.
I'd rather not, have the rope break with me.
It'll repel into a bunch of bad guys. Is my concern.
That too.
Plus, I don't think Felicia's probably. You're not much of a repelling person, are you?
No, I missed that particular course.
Yeah. We're just gonna have to.
Let's go for a walk.
If you want to go down ahead of us, feel free. We're walking.
I mean, okay, I can do it. I can make sure it's safe down there.
I don't suppose there's any way off via the roof, is there? Just on the off chance you have anything up there.
Well, we have a helicopter access, but we would need a helicopter, and that's a special call. Plus, I'm pretty sure that they probably locked down the entire area now, with police on the way.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Another, explosion you can hear in the office.
Let's go.
Let's just get down this building
Yeah,
before the building
seriously.
comes down on us.
So, you guys head down. Thomas here rappelling down.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a climb. And this will be agility and climb since you're going down.
Is climb under athletics?
That's athletics, yeah. 5th edition. Yes.
I also have climbing gear.
Okay, so I'll give you a +2, I believe.
Seven, 2, 1. Where are these extra ones coming in from?
They're using Roll20.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes they're a little weird on that. They might be counting fours too. Sometimes that happens.
So I got 2 and then the +2, so I got 4, but it says I have 6.
No, 2 plus 2 is 2 extra dice to roll.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Always assume extra dice unless it says successes.
I think
7.
ye...
Is there a way that I can? Okay, let me
I think
try
it's counting
re-rolling
your
that
fails rather than your successes.
Oh yeah, is the little carrot the wrong way?
I don't know.
Yeah, I turn your little V the other way around. I think it's counting your fails rather than your successes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Is it? Let's see.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you just balked it somehow.
Oh no.
So literally just count your successes like I do then.
Yeah.
Alright. So the +2 is 2 how many dice I roll?
Yes, +2 dice.
Okay.
So it's always dice unless it specifically says successes. For additional or for pluses.
Okay, I'm going to use some edge here. How many is it to reroll one? Is it just one?
Just one. Just run to reroll dice.
Okay. Guess I get 2 successes since those last ones got borked.
Okay. So, everyone else kind of goes down the stairs. You rappel downward as well.
Whee!
Whee! It's a little clumsy doing it, but not too bad. I do need you to make an intuition and perception as you get to the 20th floor.
Intuition, perception. 7. One success.
Okay, so you get to the 20th floor, you start rappelling downwards more, but then you see like a flash of red, and you're like, that's weird. And your kind of like gaze goes over to underneath one of the stairs where you see a square shaped object with a laser diode, and it goes click. And now I need you to make a dodge roll,
Alright.
Oh.
Click.
followed by a boom.
Uh-huh.
Click, click, boom.
Dodge. That's agility reaction, right?
Yes.
Or what is that? Agility intuition?
Reaction. Or
Agility
yeah, intuition. Actually, I'm gonna make it's gonna be agility and reaction because you are
Right.
pulling yourself up in order to avoid basically exploding and then being crushed. As what happens.
4 successes.
All right, so you manage to kind of pull yourself up right as the explosion happens, and it actually helps to lift you up. You will take 3 points of physical damage. No soak because you have been exploded,
Could have been
and
worse.
you kind of like land on the landing of the 20th floor as everyone can hear the boom and the subsequent disintegration of the stairs that go further down. It doesn't take out the whole thing, but as everyone kind of like looks over the railing, you see that a good 2 floors minimum have been destroyed, and the rest is like covered in rubble and cracked.
Thomas will get up, brush himself off, and go, that was awesome!
You doing okay down there?
Almost got blown to smithereens, but yeah, I'm doing good. Just
looks
a
like
little bit, burned, scraped a little bit. It's alright.
looks like the way down's partially blocked. Damn it.
An elf, one of the other shadowrunners, an elf woman, kind of speaks up, and says, "Well, there is the stairwell at the other side of the building."
So that one hasn't been rigged up with explosives either. go.
What's the depth between where the explosion removed, or is it completely blocked off?
It's very squiffy. You're looking at probably a 2-story drop minimum, and then landing on a bunch of rocks and such, along with a very large cracked stairwell.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and heal that 3 damage real quick.
Okay.
Ah!
So, go on.
I didn't succeed at all.
Oof.
Yes.
I get nothing.
One of the other shadowrunners, the troll's like, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna risk that." Kind of like pats his belly, like 2 made burritos.
What do you guys think of going down the stairwell on the other side, but coming back to this one? Because I obviously don't want us going down this stairwell. So I think go down a couple of floors and then come back over.
We could do that, yes.
Whenever I was like, yeah, we'd be fine with that.
That
Because
works for me.
the other one's probably booby trapped elsewhere, but I'd rather get onto the one that we know's at least currently clear quotation marks sort of thing.
Big old air quotes on that one, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Darkson's got his his super Warhawk in one hand, and he's drawing his sword in the other, but making sure that it's in a position that nobody's going to get caught on it.
Okay. The 20th floor door is not locked, so.
Can I do? So we'll go into the stairwell. Can I use my thermals and things to have a look down the well to see if I can see any more lasers? I'm guessing it was
yeah.
a laser that tripped it.
I'll give you a chance to see. You won't see like the lasers themselves, but you can see like where they're emitting from.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So intuition, perception, plus anything?
Nope. The thermal will give you the ability to roll.
Okay, intuition, perception for. Where's roll 21? I got 3 successes on that one.
You think you might see like one or two others further down. It's hard to tell though with all the rubble. The fact that they haven't gone off means that they're either particular or perhaps maybe they're just passively activated by body heat or a certain kind of movement or.
Right, and that's the stairwell we were in where the explosion just went off, yes?
Yes.
Right, so this stairwell's got further traps down below. Let's go check the other stairwell and see what happens.
Yeah, just back and forth. It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to do that. Annoying, but you know what? Whatever.
Okay.
As I said, I'm just not taking the elevator. I've seen that
Or
film.
rappelling through the roof, or not the roof, the outside.
I mean,
Darkson, you're taking the lead.
Yeah, I'll take lead.
All right, so you go in first, and you get to kind of see what's going on.
I'll be using thermographic to keep a eye out for traps if I can do that.
The lights inside this area are dark, and there's really not a whole lot here. Felicia kind of mentions that a lot of this building is not occupied. They thought that if they got very popular, they could find opportunities to expand. This is relatively new construction, this whole district. So you don't see any like office chairs or anything like that. It's actually kind of a wide open space with a number of columns. Not even like separator walls are in this particular floor, which makes it very easy to see the glowing panel of light far on the other end, which is where the other elevator bank, or where the other elevator bank and stairwell is.
so who wants to go up a floor? It seems a little bit convenient, but that's just me. I'm always just always erring on the side of caution. Can I
Hey,
do
not the
any
only one.
thermal or ultrasound to see if I can pick anything up?
Yeah, you can make another check if you would like.
And I get a bonus on this one because +1 to audio tests.
Nice.
It's still intuition, perception, but +1. Ew. 1 success on that, so I did really well. I can't hear anything over the gunfire, I guess.
Yeah, your ears are still ringing a little bit from the explosion in the stairwell. You don't really hear or see anything in the darkness. Not that you can tell. It's you can what you can hear, or not hear rather, is the sounds of gunfire seem to have ceased further up. Like, and granted, you were barely hearing it at this level, but now it seems like it's not happening at all. Darkson gets a shiver that goes down his spine.
I want to do a infrasonic test and see if I can hear the sounds of, say, bullets building.
Okay.
What would that require?
That would just be another intuition perception, but...
Intuition perception, okay. 4... 3... 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. You do not hear the sound of bullets hitting the building anymore.
Okay, I'm a little bit worried that all the gunfire stopped.
Yeah. Now, they either won or everybody's dead.
Or they're planning something.
Well, no, because our side would still be shooting at them just on the off chance.
This is true. We should hurry.
At saying that,
Wow.
Felicia actually gets on her comm and tries to contact people further up. She does get someone fairly quickly, and then reports back to you that the fight is over. They just stopped firing.
Interesting. I wonder why.
That's more concerning than interesting.
Agreed. We need to pick up the pace a lot right now.
Oh, what's the best way to do this? What do I have anything more? How far is 200 meters in like building floors?
Probably, depending on the size of the skyscraper, it's either the entire thing or a very good portion. And this one's completely open, so you don't even have like walls to... Like, you can
Does
literally
Juan
see like
have-
both
does Juan
windows
have
of the
access to
building.
this?
Sorry, what was that, Thomas?
Does Juan have access to this voice chat?
That is a
Don't believe
good
so.
question. I'm going to put him as a... I just have to give him the player role, and then he can...
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, he is now in the player role.
Oh, okay, 200 meters is a very long way.
It is a
Yes,
very
it
long
is.
way. It's like 2 football fields.
Very.
Yeah, that's something like 30 stories. For like,
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, jeez.
Hello.
Hey, what did I miss?
dackering. Lots and lots of dackering.
Yes.
Yes.
So the runners, to give a brief summary, the runners went to collect their mission, and all hell broke loose, and drones fired into the offices of Mythic Creations, and now they're kind of trying to get out of the building at the moment. You are one of the 3 runners that was with the group coming down. So
All right,
your whole team got wiped out. Sorry.
it's all right.
And yeah, there's the other group that's when. So you are currently on the 20th floor of the building, and you are all looking out into a large space that is a floor of a skyscraper that hasn't been modified.
Empty floor.
Yes. Oh, and the stairwell behind you exploded for like 2 floors as well. But you were
Also,
fine.
Jin's gone.
Oh yeah, my thing's gone.
Oh shoot,
Oh,
that's
yep.
right. I gotta
Yeah,
go
that's
back
because
into the call.
it's because he get back into the call.
Me too. I have 200 meters of microfiber wire, monowire.
I don't think that's gonna hold us.
No, but I'm thinking it might be a way to get at least Felicia down. Out. I don't like this because looks like they're herding us. They've got us out of where they wanted us, and now they've moved us somewhere else.
I mean, if you're able to hook it into another building, you might be able to slide down on it.
It's microfiber, right? Or microfilament?
Monofilament wire, which
Monofilament.
basically
So
you can
need
cut someone's hand
special
off with it.
gloves. You need
Yeah, you need-
special gloves
Oh,
to
yeah.
hold it.
Yeah.
which I have. But yeah, it's designed for cutting through things, but you can use it as a
Yeah.
very compact grapple wire if you need to.
Yeah. If the situation calls for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In emergency.
Yeah.
which is why I have it. Yeah.
Back in a moment.
Yep, no problem.
I mean, I suggested just going down the side of the building before, but they said no.
Because the building was getting shot at by everybody, and you're the only person who could go down the side of the building.
There were a lot of
Not
bullets.
true. Can we go down the side of the building now?
No.
You have to take out one of the windows.
I mean, there's not fire. They're not shooting anymore. It's safer.
Yeah, but otherwise breaking the window might get their attention and might otherwise aim to fire.
They
Yeah,
were
we can
firing
just shoot back.
They were shooting rockets at the building. Rockets.
Yes.
All the better to propel us with. Just put your foot on the rocket and ride it.
No. So, this space we're in, how big did you say it was?
Big. It is basically the entire floor of the skyscraper.
Where's the nearest wall to us that's attached to the outside of the building?
You're pretty much right in the middle of it. You can see the windows on the north face and the south face. You see the elevator bank that's directly opposite of you, and the stairwell as well. And there are a number of concrete columns that are the structural supports.
Yeah. Really dumb, potentially dumb question. Could my shield? Could my shield support somebody's weight? I mean, I chopped a boat in half with it.
Oh, your barrier?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would put a little strain on the magic, but as long as you sustained it.
What I'm thinking is, I mean, there's no specific thing saying what range and things that I can use my barrier for, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of a within the limits of your imagination type of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking, could
Or
I just
DMs.
make a, for lack of better term or style, a set of stairs to take us down a floor from the corridor we were back in, like a slope or something to take us down to the next floor, using my barrier. Even
Could.
though there's no
I will.
stairs there,
I
could I
will
make
say.
the stairs?
I will say that will take a lot of magic power to ferry everyone down these stairs. Basically, I'm going to count like each person like going down it as it getting hit, essentially.
Right.
So I mean,
How many of us are? How many of us are there?
There's the 4 that are in your group, the 2 additional Shadowrunners, and Felicia. One of which is a very large troll.
Very large troll that likes burritos.
He loves burritos. And the other elf woman.
Right. That's not. I mean, it's doable but not viable.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a good way to say it.
Yeah.
You might turn into a puddle of goo.
But it will be an epic pile of goo of monumental proportions. But yeah, goo nonetheless. let's just see if we can go across this quietly and carefully then, because I can't think of anything else we can do.
Yeah.
Unless somebody have a wolf to bring us down. If we have enough wolf.
I have a lot of rope.
But the stairwell we're in was bombed on other floors as well, so we need to go across to the stairwell either way.
Yeah, and the integrity of the stairwell has been compromised too. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't support
Right.
our weight.
By the explosion that almost killed me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think we're just
So-
gonna stick to our old plan of going back and forth between stairwells.
Well, let's
All the
just
way
go.
down.
Let's just go across this floor and be careful and very aware. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
We'll make it up as we go along.
what time of day is it for us? Is it?
It's night. It's raining.
Oh, so we got the atmospheric mooding. Awesome.
Yes. You can hear the sounds of the raindrops hitting the glass.
All we need
Echoing
now
in
is a
this empty
T-Rex. We've
space.
sorted.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay.
If I
Let's just go and be prepared
manage-
because they're probably waiting for us.
If I didn't manage to heal anything with my med kit, am I still able to try again, or
Nope. It's always
Nope.
one and done.
Um,
You can try and get
can
magical
I-
healing, but that's it.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to try and heal you?
I mean, it's 3 damage. It would help because I'm already at the -1.
Alright. Bear with me. Magic. 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 3 healing back,
Yay! It's almost like it never happened.
and I soaked it like there's no soaking ever, because that's just, yeah, I soaked that. 5. I need to soak 3, and I've got 5. Awesome.
Oh, it's a person. We give them thing.
So let's just go across this floor, shall we? And hope for the best.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Keep to the middle, or
Yeah,
Uh,
let's keep to the middle.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. So you keep to the middle and slowly make your way through the empty floor of the building. The troll actually joins Dark Sun. He's very clearly a kind of a punchy type. Felicia stays a little ways back between the two frontliners, and everyone else kind of rank and files. As you make your way through, it doesn't seem like there's really anything going on. It's very still. It's very quiet. And when you get about a third of the way through, I need everyone to make a intuition perception check.
Alright.
where'd you go? Do I get? Is it an audio test?
It's a visual test.
Okay.
Right.
I got only the 1 for me.
Okay.
2.
2 for Dark, 1 for Jin,
I got 3.
3 for Thomas. And Bengal, you know what you're doing for rolls?
No. What do I do?
Okay, so you take your intuition skill or your intuition attribute. So take the dice or the number that's there. That's how many dice you get to roll from that, and then your perception skill. And if you have a rank in that, you basically get a -1. But if you have a rank in that, then you take that and add it to what you call the dice pool. So take your intuition number, add that as a number of d6s, and then your perception, add that as a number of d6s, and then just roll them all. So if you have like a 3 intuition and 2 perception, you're rolling 5 d6s.
Just give me a second.
No problem.
Intuition.
Intuition, yep.
5s and 6s are successes.
Yep.
3.
3 successes. Okay, so, Bengal and Thomas, as you're kind of making your way down, you both start to see little red dots of light, but they aren't pointed at you. They're actually pointed at a number of the columns.
That's an issue.
You see
Just
about
trying to sorry.
no problem. You see about 6 lights suddenly appear. Both of them kind of 2 in a grouping on each column.
Looks like there's mines up here, and it might take out the structural supports of the tower.
I think you're correct, and they're trying.
Oh,
And
great.
As you say that, suddenly everyone hears and sees the lights or the windows of the side of the building where the attack originally came from get a number of holes in them, and where those lights were, you suddenly see pitons shoot into the concrete with what you're guessing is monofilament wire attached to it. And about a couple seconds after that, 3 of the windows shatter as people in what kind of look like crash suits just burst in from what you're assuming is the other side of the building, or from the other building, and kind of do a little tuck and roll and proceed to put their guns up. So it is initiative as these 3 armed assailants begin to aim at you. So initiative
is
one Tiller. This one's a little different. You take your intuition and reaction scores and you add them together. That's it. That's part of your your initiative. So if you have a 3 in intuition and a 3 reaction, that's just 6. But then you also roll 1d6 to add to it.
So I have 4, 4, and 4. So I have a 12.
12. Nice.
I got 15.
15 for Thomas.
Okay, bear with me.
No problem.
I got a 10.
10.
Trying to get this stupid thing to roll.
No worries.
So it's 2d6 for me because I've got that special skill.
Ah, nice, nice.
And then you said it was intuition and reaction, wasn't it?
Yes, intuition reaction. Basically a dodge roll, but it's for
9, 18.
Ooh.
So
So
2 9s basically.
Jin, you get to go first. After these 3 kind of do their little tuck and roll after smashing through the glass and making quite the entrance, it appears that they were kind of slung in. So the pitons dug into the thing and then it ratcheted them through the building or into the building. You get to go.
Yeah, bear with me. I'm trying to work out what I want to do to these guys.
No problem.
How far away are they?
They're probably medium range at this point. Yeah, medium. I'd say medium range.
Medium range. Okay. I'm gonna flame strike them.
Ooh, saucy.
They piss me off. They've done. They. I don't like these guys.
Search at pushing them back out the window.
Magic plus sorcery. 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll. I really need 1 success on that.
Oof. What's that absorbed by or countered by?
What do you mean?
Is it just like, is there no counter? Is it like a dodge roll or is it a willpower?
Checking for you. I don't think I have anything written down there for that. It just says target type physical, line of sight range, duration immediate.
Oh my god.
Combat spells. Flame strike. Coral book. Just give me the information on it, please.
Right. Oh, here we go. Flame strike hits individuals, impose the burning. Alright, direct combat spell. Oh, it's always opposed by willpower and intuition. Okay. Their willpower and intuition is... Oh, well, not that great, but... Yes. Oh, he got the one hit. So he can't. You like set his feet on fire. He's like, ooh, 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 stamps it out,
Hot foot, hot foot.
and he goes, oh, mage, mage,
You got lucky.
and they kind of all perk up at that. And then it is, oh, it's the Hotfoot. Hotfoot goes next. He's gonna shoot you, or shoot at you. He is rocking a shotgun.
Ooh.
So I need you to make an intuition and reaction for a dodge.
Intuition reaction.
Versus his firearms. Ooh, ooh.
Well, this would be a defensive, wouldn't it?
Defense, yeah, it's defense roll.
Yeah. Intuition.
Oh, sorry, what's your defense
reaction.
rating?
Huh?
Defense rating, body and armor.
Question.
8, as far as
Okay.
I can tell.
So there's no, yeah, okay, no edge exchange.
Intuition reaction 9. Then I get 2 more from that thing, so it's 11.
Nice.
Fuck me, the game hates me. 1 success on that.
Alright, well, luckily he's restrained by his accuracy. So, that's 1 plus the damage. Body and armor, you have to soak 8. As he just gets you right in the middle of the chest. Like, this was a shot to end all shots.
Alright, bear with me.
He was very mad you melted his boots.
I only got 3 successes on that.
Oof. That's
You could use an edge to bump one of those up
that's
to
true.
get another one.
Put me on 4. Yeah, why not? And that would use up all my edges for this session though, so
Unfortunate.
I only have 2 edge. So that's 4 successes, it's still 4 hit, which puts me on...
-1.
Get out of the way, you stupid thing. There we go.
Yeah. Oof.
Let
So-
me know when that hour's been by as well, please.
Sorry, what was that?
I need to know every hour
Ah,
in-game.
right.
For my stun and things, otherwise, but I have to rely on you because I don't know when an hour would be.
Yeah. I'd say 1 hour has passed. We'll give you a 1.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That just knocks off one of my stun.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone sees Jin try to light the guy's feet on fire, and then he unloads a shotgun, and you see the kitsune fly backwards a few feet. Big ol' burn mark in the chest. Thomas.
Okay, quick question. Are any of the other people that are with us helping us in this fight? Or
They
is
are.
it just us? Oh, yay.
You are being helped.
Okay.
Yes.
Do any of them have knowledge in explosives?
The troll does.
Can I point out one of the explosives to the troll and see if he can...
The red dots weren't explosives. They're actually anchor points in which
Oh.
they use to repel, basically slingshot
laser.
themselves in. Yeah, there's a laser pointer to guide them.
Okay. Okay then. Gonna get behind, I guess, one of the pillars and take a shot at the guy who shot at Jin
Okay,
with the Super Warhawk.
nice. What's your attack rating?
What's the distance?
Medium.
Medium. 8.
All right, no edge exchange. So go ahead and take your shot. I'll roll his dodge.
I got 2.
He ducks out of the way of the bullet. You see your bullet hit the concrete next to him.
You'd think burned feet would make him less agile.
You'd think, but apparently it turned him to a freaking super soldier here. Darkson, you are up.
All right. How close would you say they are to me right now?
Same thing. Probably about medium range.
All right, so I should be able to reach them if I run.
Yes. So burn your minor actions and do a run, and you can close all 3 distances.
All right, and I can I attack with my sword?
Yep. Unless you only have 2 for some reason, but if you have all 3 of your minors, you should be able to get there.
Well, I haven't done anything yet.
Hmm.
I have my sword out. I have my Red Hawk or my Warhawk out. So I had them out.
Yep.
So I should be able to make it then.
Perfect. So yeah, you can get right up in one of their faces.
Yep. Do that and take a swing. What is the thing for that? Close combat and.
It's agility and close combat. Who are you targeting? Shotgun guy. There's a guy with a rifle, and then another guy who doesn't seem to have any weapon out at the moment.
Whoever's the closest, I think. Probably shotgun guy.
Well, we'll say shotgun guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a little bit worried now that you mentioned there's a guy who doesn't seem to have a weapon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice. You hit.
Okay.
Not
Damage
bad.
3p.
3p. Oh, did you remember your 1/3 strength?
Oh. Strength is, so that's an extra 2.
Okay. So that's that plus what they plus the difference. He's going to have to soak quite a bit. All right, so a very solid hit. The guy groans in pain as he tries to dodge out of the way, but you catch him in the shoulder and cut a very deep furrow in it. Blood starts immediately seeping out of the wound. He goes, "You bastard! That was my croquet arm." And
You're the one who attacked first, buddy.
semantics, and then it's the other 2. All right, so rifle guy. Oh, does one go after the mage or the one that just charged and took a chunk? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Dark Sun, 4, 5, 6. Jin. Oh, Dark Sun, you're gonna. He turns and tries to save his friend. So, defense rating.
Let's see here. 1. I got a lot of shit to go through.
Yeah, no problem.
That's just resistance to heat. So 1. I think it's 7.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, no edge exchange. So, go ahead and roll your intuition reaction as he begins to fire on you. Okay.
Oops, and that one just fell off.
Uh-oh. Dangers of rolling real dice.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
2.
2 hits, so...
Oh, no, wait.
Oh.
I'm taking one of them out because the one that fell off rolled a 6. So that's a 3.
That's 3. He still does hit. He still does hit you, but it was a little less clean of a hit. His okay. So damage is that. So it's going to be soak 6.
Soak 6. Body and armor.
Yep.
Natural armor included?
Yes, natural armor is included.
Okay. Well, shit. 7, 14.
That's a good healthy dice pool for a frontline fighter.
Yeah. Ah! Oh, wait, no, that's... Okay. Was a little bit off. 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay, so you take 2. And then it is the other. It's it is the elf, not Felicia, but the other elf woman Shadowrunner's turn. She's going to start to fire. She has a semi-automatic. She'll fire on Rifle Guy because she just saw him shoot. And then take cover afterwards. So she fires. He dodges. Alright, so she gets really close. You can see a couple of her bullets hit the concrete right next to his face, but he just manages to kind of get right out of the way. Close, very close. And then it is Bengal's turn. So, you're probably going to want to do the same thing that Darksun did because you are a close range fighter. You will basically, so you have 3 minor actions, and they can be used to move or to initiate dodge. Well, to help you out, we'll say you take those 3 to move, and then you take a target, and then you try and hit them. And we'll go into that.
Alright, so right now, so far, there's the launcher guy, the guy with the rifle, and the guy who pretty much got hot-footed.
There's a shotgun guy, a rifle guy, and a guy who doesn't have any weapons apparently on him.
Alright. I want to hit the guy with the no weapons.
Alright. So, and what are you using for that?
My club. I'm gonna see if I could hit him out the window.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna try and do a. Would you like to try and do basically it's called a rush action or a bull rush?
Bull rush.
All right. So this is a slightly different roll. You will be rolling your strength and unarmed combat.
Okay.
And he's going to try and dodge out of the way.
All right. Just give me a second.
No problem.
Man, I should have done that.
Five successes.
All right. So you just run just full speed into the guy with no weapon, and apparently you took him very much by surprise. And basically, your momentum just bashes him right out of the window, and you hear go ah.
Yeah,
And then
that's a way to do it.
and then proceeds to fall out of the building. So that guy is gone.
All right.
Which one was it?
That was the guy with no weapons. It was a mage.
Oh well, that's good to know. Wait,
Alright.
if it's a mage, he might not be truly gone.
This is true.
Yeah.
But he's gonna spend his turn just flipping around in the air.
All right. I will end my turn.
Okay. And then it's the troll. The troll's going to move up, but he has to draw his weapon, so he won't quite get there in time. His is just basically a modified axe, like a battle axe. And then it's back to the top. Jin.
Jin's not looking so good. Just gonna take
Maybe
a shot with my
Rest.
take a shot with my rifle for the time being. I think
Okay. Shotgun guy or rifle guy?
shotgun guy.
All right.
Because it's 3. It's reaction, isn't it, for shotguns?
It's
Nice.
agility and firearms.
Same difference.
Where's their dodge? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
All right. That is a solid hit. Damage of the gun.
Damage of the gun. Let's go back down to the right gun. Is 4p.
Okay. Shotgun guy goes down. With the bullet and then the sword to the shoulder basically kind of takes him out, and he is done. Falls in a pool of his own blood. Thomas.
Okay. So it's just rifle guy left?
Rifle guy's left.
I could try and, after having 3 of the guy's friends die, or 2 of them die in front of him, I guess. I would just peek around the corner and go, "Do you still want to fight? Because you're kind of alone right now." I mean, I could shoot at you.
Roll a charisma and influence.
Right? 4, 9.
Man, shotgun guys start off so well, but you just
1,
couldn't soak for
2,
shit.
3. I'll go ahead and bump that up to 4 by using. It's 2 to bump 1 up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 successes.
You basically hear him like, no,
Are you sure?
kinda. I must avenge my fallen comrades.
Are you sure that the odds are in your favor here?
I have a pretty good dock wagon.
Do I recognize how they look at all?
You can roll a. Do you have logic, or sorry, do you have knowledge in street gangs, in organizations?
I have
Do
knowledge
not.
of gangs.
You can roll an intuition and perception regardless.
I have knowledge of gangs.
If you'd like to roll as well.
Right? So it's intuition, perception, and
Yes, and then get +2 if you have knowledge of gangs or organizations.
2.
I can't find where my knowledge skills are, so I'm just gonna go. I don't have anything right now.
Oh no.
oh, I got 0.
You have no idea. These too far away.
Just saying.
They're
Neither of us know.
Well, no, that was for Thomas. For Darkson, you do notice that they don't. At first, you don't really see any symbols or affiliations that you're familiar with, but after the shotgun guy kind of falls over, you do see a stylized silhouette of a dragon-like creature, and you're aware of a gang. Well, there's a couple gangs that use it. One of them is the Wyverns of Terror, and they actually specialize in skyscraper combat. They're urban gangs, basically specifically mercenaries that know what they're doing when it comes to stuff like this.
I still shoot at the
Right.
guy, or was that my turn?
I'd say that's your turn, because if you succeed,
Okay.
you would have surrendered. And then it is Rifle Guy's turn. Rifle Guy is... So, everyone sees Rifle Guy kind of reach down, pull out some, like, looks like kind of a canister or whatnot. Dark Sun, you can see it's clearly, like, flashbangs. And throws him kind of just out into the open space, and then tries to, like, get away. So everyone needs to roll it's basically intuition and reaction to avoid being flashbanged.
1.
1 success. Okay.
I got 2 successes myself.
2.
But I think I have that things that help with the flashbangs. So.
Oh, compensator?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Flare compensator, yeah.
Okay.
1,
just takes-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Alright, so Thomas and Jin, you are fine. You mentioned, like, avert your eyes. Dark, you're taking a -1 as you kind of get the ring in your ears. Bengal, you're taking a -2. As the lights are kind of in your eyes and the ringings in your ears, and that'll last for one combat round. And then he also, that is a considered quick action for him, so he's going to also shoot. Because he didn't aim at anyone. And who's he going to shoot? There's a lot of targets. 1, 2,
Gonna have
Bango.
to use more than a D6 for this one.
Yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Oops, that's not what I want to do. 5, 6. So it's actually going to be Dark Sun is going to have another shot taken at him.
Okay. I've got just a straight -1 to the pool.
Yep, just a -1.
Alright, so... reaction agility?
Intuition reaction.
Okay. Four.
Even while blinded, you managed to avoid the bullets that come right at you. And the rifle guy, gets into cover as well, and that is his turn. And Darkson, now is your turn.
Alright, so I'm just blinded for the moment.
Kind of. It's a little bright.
Okay. Well, I'll try and go for the guy that just shot at me.
All right.
Did he move away?
He would be close range to you at this point, so
Okay, so not really.
not really. Yeah.
No chance to bull rush. Okay. So agility and close combat.
Versus his dodge. Don't forget the -1.
So, oh yeah, let me take one of those out. Oops. Three.
That is a hit.
Wow.
Yep, you just got him.
So that is 5 damage.
5
P.
plus the 1 minus the armor. It does soak a fair amount, but you do get blood drawn on that hit.
Sweet.
Nice little slash along the stomach. Bengal, it is your turn.
Well, since I'm blinded and deaf, there's not much I can do at the moment.
You can attempt to attack. You'll just take a -2.
Alright. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the unarmed combat plus your agility.
Okay, just give me a second.
No problem. I will roll his dodge with a -1 because of wound.
It's 2.
2 hits. You do hit.
Alright.
So what is the damage of your club, and then you also add 1/3 of your strength as the modifier to damage.
I don't know what my damage to my club is.
Oh, I can look it up for you. Just give me 1/3 of your strength. Round it down.
My 1/3 of my strength would be, I think, 3.5.
Okay, so 3.
And round it down.
Alright.
Yeah, it's rounded down minimum 1.
Alright.
Looking up the club. The missile. Alright. Weapon. Club. 3 stun. Okay, so plus the additional stun for that.
Sorry.
You bonk. So you bonk the guy in the head pretty hard. And he like starts kind of like doing the whole like teetering, wavering back. He's still up, but that definitely got him a little cross-eyed.
Did I hit something?
You did. It hit my head. Ah! I
Well,
could.
I can't hear anything, but I put myself with this guy.
What's
My
that
turn.
ringing sound?
Yep.
And then everyone sees from the window the guy kind of float back up. He's like, "Ha ha! I bet you didn't know I was a mage."
Actually, we kind of expected it.
Before that, you get mana bolt. Thomas is going to target you for the cheek.
Okay.
All right, so
Um,
you're going to roll a willpower and oh crap! I just looked up what. Hold on. It's willpower plus something. I know what he has to roll. An intuition.
Was it-
I thought it was intuition. Yeah, you
willpower,
roll
intuition.
willpower plus intuition versus his sorcery plus magic.
Me?
It doesn't
Nope,
really
nope.
tell
This
you
is
anything, does
Thomas.
it?
No, it
Well,
it
this
summarized it in the beginning.
well, this sucks. I guess I'll use my last edge
Okay.
to roll another die. Because I don't wanna. Okay, that didn't help at all. I got one success.
All right, you take. Oh, it does. Oh, physical. Yeah. All right, you take 3 points of physical damage.
Oh yeah, back here
As,
again.
as you as you just feel like a powerful like push of just magic just go right through you.
Well, that was kind of rude.
No one can survive the power of my mana bolts. I don't know why he
I'm
has that
still
voice now, but
alive.
that's him. Uh, and then he kind of floats himself back into the building. Back to the top, Jin. There's a mage and a heavily injured rifleman.
Knock him out the window again.
My problem is I'm on negative, so I have to be careful.
Yeah.
If you get a negative to the stun and a negative to physical, do you take both negatives?
They do stack. That's why the other guy's not gonna be probably hitting
Yeah,
anything
just-
for the rest of the
yeah.
combat, but never know.
Just trying to work out what best thing to do right now is because bollocks to it. I'll just do it anyway. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do the thing.
It's only a 6 now, but whatever. 1, 2, 3 successes on a mana bolt back to him.
Ah, all right. A little mage play. Ah, it hits. So you cast mana bolt back at him. It's like ah, how dare you hit me with my own magic?
Eh.
The nerve. How cheeky. Thomas.
Okay. How close is the mage to me?
Medium range for you.
Okay. Can I close the distance so he's near?
Yes, that will be one move action.
Alright. And I will go ahead and take a shot at him with the Super Warhawk.
All right.
The AR of it is 11.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
so-
you're gonna get edge out of that.
Yay! Right. That is 7. Roll it. Four successes.
That is a hit. What is the damage?
It is 4 physical.
So 6 minus the armor. Takes a very sizable shot to the gut. Goes ah, bullets, my only weakness. And then it goes to rifle guy. Oh god, rifle guy. All right, he's going to attempt to shoot Bengal. So now what's going to happen? I need first to know what your damage rating is, or defense rating, which is your body and armor. Yep, that's for you, Bingo. One tell you that's for you.
I know.
Okay.
It's a 9, I believe.
Okay, so it's 9. All right, so there's no. So his is comparable. It's less than 4. So there's no edge exchange. So now what you got to do is roll an intuition and reaction,
Okay.
and that is your dodge versus his hit with a -3 for wound penalties.
No, I got 0.
Okay, you guys there. So you're unless he if he gets 0, then you win. But let's see what he gets. So -3. Okay, he did hit. So he hit you with two successes. So that will be added to the damage of the gun, which is 4. So you'll be soaking 6 physical. So take your body and armor again and roll that, and however many successes you get, that's how much you soak.
Alright. See. Body and armor. Give me a second.
No problem.
4.
4. Okay, so you take 2 physical damage.
Alright.
All right, and that was the rifle guy. So Dark Sun is your turn.
Alright, so I'll probably be going after the rifle guy again. 5, 7. I don't have the -1 anymore, yeah?
Correct. That has gone away now.
Well, that was gone.
Did the other characters get their turn last round?
I totally forgot about the other characters.
Welp.
I'll say they're doing things.
They were licking walls.
3, 4. Holy crap! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Well, I'm sure that's capped by your physical.
And then the one that ended up on the floor did not count.
Is there a physical cap to that?
What would that be?
That would be. It's not the accuracy of the weapon. It's the. Hold on. It's the. Oh, it's for your physical stat. So. It's been a while since I had to remember how to do caps. I want to say it's your highest stat, but that doesn't sound right to me. Attribute. $38. Oh, nope, that didn't say what the cap is. I'm gonna have to relook that up. What's your highest stat in your mental, or in your not mental, in your physical?
It is the total or the absolute max?
Absolute max.
That would be strength at 10.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that's right. I'll just save this for this one. I'll look it up later. All right, so 8. And that. Oop, that's the wrong. Okay, so you definitely hit. And it's 5 for your damage. Actually, I want to check one more thing before I. He's probably going to die anyway, but. He's taking a lot of damage. Yeah, didn't tell me. Boo. Alright, so that plus the 5. So minus buying armor. He is dead.
Yeah.
You pretty much finish him off. He's already pretty much on the ropes anyway. And proceed to slice him open. And he gurgles and dies. Bengal, your turn. There is the mage who's floating around that is left.
Is it okay for me to bash his face in with my club?
It would be perfectly fine for you to try and bash his face in.
Alright. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Roll your attack roll.
Alright. What is it again? Just to make sure.
Agility and unarmed combat.
Four.
4. So you hit, and I believe I remember 3 plus 6 plus the phone. So minus the. Alright, so you do a sizable amount of stun damage. Not as much as you thought, as you see it kind of glance off a little bit off what appears to be some sort of astral armor. But it's still definitely a large hit that kind of disorients him.
And next time I'm gonna make sure that you put my stay down.
And then he looks at you, it's like, no one can keep a good mage down. And he will proceed to Mana Ball. So he's going to get Bengal and Dark Sun. So both of you roll an intuition and willpower.
Oh, great. Could be worse.
1.
Two.
Alright, so Bengal, you take 2 points of physical damage. Dark Sun, you take 1 point of physical damage. And now I'm going to roll his soak. No, he stunned himself out. Fuck. It's like he had to get a 0 for that to happen, and he got so he's like and then like you feel the pain of the magic, and he's like and it just falls over.
Nice.
Ugh, 7
Wow.
dice. Can't believe that.
Can we kick him out of the building so that he can go where he was going to go anyway?
I mean, you could, or we can leave him for later and Felicia and all the others to get information out of.
We could do that. I would suggest it.
Yeah, he's unconscious. The other 2 are dead.
I'll put him in handcuffs and leave him there.
All right.
Handcuff him to a metal bar or something.
Okay, yeah, there's probably plenty of like stuff that you can cuff into, like pipes. They're exposed, so you find one, drag him to it.
I suggest we leave a note saying that he's a mage, so watch out.
Just write mage and marker on his like forehead.
I'll get a white mage right on his forehead then.
There you go.
Do any of the people that died have any Nuyen on them?
You can search the bodies if you'd like, as
Be quick
intuition
about it.
perception.
I'll be keeping watch.
This is
Yeah.
this is very important. I must know what they have on them. I got 4.
4. No Nuyen.
Aw.
They basically have body armor that's pretty much toast from the attacks. You do also notice that one of them has a tablet, or basically just like a little smartphone type thing, that has pictures on it.
Boink.
And one of the pictures is like, you kind of like, as you're kind of like looking through to see if there's anything else, one of the pictures, like, you happen upon one of the pictures, and it's the troll that's kind of maybe rifling through one of the other body at the time.
Can I yoink the shotgun for mine?
Yes.
He put a hole in me with it. I'm keeping it.
I
Yeah,
kind of want to take that rifle.
You have a trophy shotgun and rifle.
Yeah, I kind of want that rifle.
I guess I'd look at the troll and ask him if he has anyone that would want to kill him.
He's like, me? What? Everyone loves me. The elven lady goes, tolerate. Tolerate is a good word for it. You also see her. Oh, sorry. You also see her. Apparently, she takes the comm link off of one of the dead guys. Starts fiddling with it. She has a deck, so she is a decker.
Ah, Decker. Let's keep her covered while we're.
But
she's
let's
doing
get to the stairs before we, because we're kind of still in the open on this floor. So.
And we don't want any more unwanted visitors that might jump in, like these guys.
Oh, that's the point. Can I the cables that they came in on?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a zip line style cable system?
It's more of like a slingshot cable system. So literally,
So
you see that on their, like, near their waist, they have like little pulleys. So they literally just flung themselves into this building after they shot the anchors.
So it's per person, one use sort of thing.
I mean, you could try and get it off them and use it again.
Well, I was more thinking it's not something that's pre-set up that I'm going to have to worry about them. Somebody else using it's everyone has their own one that they use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
This seems like custom equipment too.
I mean, I'll take it if I can.
You could take the belt, and
Yeah,
although you will have to try and pull them out of the concrete barriers because the pitons are still buried into it.
Mm-hmm.
Strength check.
Well, cut the cable, I guess, and just leave the. Because I mean, as long as I've got the main unit.
Yeah, that's true. So you have a slingshot unit.
Don't know when it'll be any use, but for some, it's not big thing, is it? So.
No.
So I guess we're gonna go to the stairs, or
Let's go.
All right. So you start to head to the stairs. At this point, you can hear all manner of, like, police, fire, like helicopters outside. You can see probably like spotlights and stuff like that. They're pretty much like at your position at this moment. Not breaching because they don't know what's going on, but they're setting up a perimeter, as they were.
as we walk, can I nudge the Decker and hold out the phone to her and ask if she can find anything on there that would explain why they have a picture of the troll?
She's like, I mean, I'm kind of working on hacking into their comms, but I can take a look at this while I do so.
Is there
Alright.
anybody else on the photo list that we recognize?
As you, like, she scrolls through the pictures too, and she is also on there. And as you kind of like gather around and look at this little mini photo album thing, you notice that they're all pictures of the two groups of runners that were in the lobby of Mythic Creations when the attack happened.
I'll turn to Felicia. Who did you send them against on their last run that they seem very happy about?
Felicia like thinks about it for a second. It's like, well, last year's runs weren't even all that like special. It wasn't even a Megacorp run. One was a retrieval, and she kind of looks at the two like, yours was. Oh, it's a sabotage, right? And someone's like, yeah. We just need to sabotage a electrical system for a building. And
I'm thinking this is probably a retaliatory for whatever you sent them on.
Very possibly, yes.
Yeah.
it's like, this is a hell of a retaliation. We never had a response like this before. Even with Megacorps, they kind of know to live and let live, as it were.
Well, yeah, because megacorps have like a bit of sense to them, but if you poked somebody who doesn't,
Like a gang.
like a gang, as said,
Yeah.
yeah,
It will pretty much be hitting the hornet's nest.
yeah, they don't care. They're just gonna go do what they want.
Just rolling for the troll quick. The troll actually kind of speaks up like, yeah, but like these guys are professionals. I can't imagine even. I mean, we just did that run. What, like a couple hours? This was
Huge
very
gang then.
Or
Well-
they were trying to stop you from before you did the run, and they're just a bit late on the fact.
maybe. The Wyverns of Terror, though, I mean, they specialize in this kind of combat. They're going to hit us here.
Maybe they were trying to stop us before we got to do our mission.
Well, are we in those lists?
You're not. It's
Interesting.
just the
I
two groups.
mean,
To be here.
I mean, I have no opinion on this in the matter. Maybe just because, maybe something that we don't know, like at the moment. But we should investigate the previous ones for any detail that might otherwise be involved with these gangs.
Oh, also, Jake, sorry, Thomas, you also did find one other thing. It was a RFID chip that was actually connected to them, since you have 4 successes.
What
Can
was
I do with
that?
that?
What was the rifle that I picked up, by the way?
Oh, I can give you the specs on that. You're not, Thomas, you can roll a logic and electronics if you'd like
Go to
to.
the decker and say, "Hey, do something with it."
All right, I'll roll her thing in a second. It's like, oh man, I didn't think I was going to be this busy today.
I'm sorry, we're not very technologically inclined.
That's all right. Neither was my former team. Sniffle.
I'll grab the details on the shotgun later from you.
Okay.
What was it that you wanted me to roll though? I could still try and do it.
Oh, sure.
You give me
Logic
the,
and electronics.
You give me the rifle details in DMs.
Oh, sure. All right then. Yeah, because I have them bookmarked on the page.
Logic, intuition,
Yes. Or no, logic and electronics skill.
electronics. Okay.
I'll roll for her too. So
Oh, I don't got electronics, so
minus
it's
1.
just straight logic for me. Thing.
Nothing. All right. Well, you're like, what is this? Is this like a potato chip? You get the sudden urge to eat it.
This is
But,
potato chip.
but she kind of snatches it from her hand. It's like, I kind of recognize this. This is a faux chip, or
What?
FOE, friend or enemy.
Can I
the
eat it?
No. Well, you can, but that probably would be very unpleasant. No, it's used for target identification so that drones don't, accidentally kill you. But
Would it work for charges and demolition charges? Because those ones on the staircases might work off of F.
maybe. Unfortunately, it was deactivated when he died. I could try and activate it, but
I mean, can you do that on the move?
yeah, I can do both.
Just give it a poke as we go, and we might need it. So
Okay, I'll do both. Troll's like, that's our Simone. Always working.
Where are we now? Did we get into the stairwell, or did we?
Yeah, by
are we
this
still in the
point,
middle?
you crossed over. You're in the stairwell, looking down. Is unexploded.
Let's go slowly. Can I take a look with my IR and all that again to see if I can spot any more lasers?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like
Roll
I did in the
another
other stairwell.
intuition perception.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7.
So obviously I should rappel down again, right?
I only got 2 successes that time.
2 successes.
Lucky
You don't really see anything that could possibly be a laser.
Let's go slowly and cautiously.
Yep.
For once, I'm erring on the side of caution.
Really? You don't...
I'll be back in a minute. Or a few minutes. Not sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's go down.
You can actually roll intuition perceptions as you go down.
Okay.
We'll say Dark Sun's distracted.
Dark Sun is licking the wall.
1, 2, 3. I got 3 successes.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
I got 1.
1. Okay. So as you're kind of like going down the stairs, Jin, you kind of like looking. Everyone's looking around. Everyone's being very cautious, looking, making sure that there's no traps. And as you kind of like go down, you kind of just happen to look in front of you on the wall, and hidden in one of the shadows is a device.
I get everybody to stop. It's like, stop, 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 stop. There's something there.
What is it?
It's probably some sort of explosive from what you can see. However, your IR vision doesn't detect anything.
Can I use ultrasound?
Shall point at it and say, "You."
Sure.
I have ultrasound on my audio, and I also have. I think I have. Goggles. No, that's vision. Yeah, vision. I can do ultrasound on my my goggles, so I should be able to see any cables and things. I believe.
Yes.
Do I get any bonuses with my goggles from the ultrasound of that?
I'll give you a +1.
Awesome. Intuition and perception, I guess. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
It's not on. There's no like buzzing or whirring or clicking or anything. It's been deactivated.
Do we take it?
I was gonna say, just take it out and remove the debt.
It takes a little work. You can roll a strength check to try and rip it out of the wall.
It's. I'm guessing. Where's the detonator on it?
It's like right in the middle.
We just not pull the detonator out.
Oh. Yeah, you can pull out the detonator and deactivate it fully.
Just leave. Yeah, just leave the stuff in the wall, because there's no point fiddling with that. If you guys like that, I
We
mean,
could sell it.
it's explosive. It's dime a dozen this round on.
Yeah, not wrong. It's not even
I
custom.
just say
Sure.
I suggest keep it just in case.
I just don't want it exploding in my face. Thank you.
We could use it on a future run.
Nope, what was that?
Yeah.
Buy some.
Bingo? Bingo, what were you saying?
No, I was saying just keep it. Never mind.
Okay, so you're all leaving it there.
I said I've taken
Yeah.
the debt thing, but do we know what to look for now?
Yes,
For
it looks like they were hiding it kind of in the shadows of the stairwells, and also to cause it to collapse.
I suggest we try to de-arm many as possible before it's gonna be very impossible to get down safely.
yeah.
All right. So, with now that you kind of know what you're looking for, you see that there's like 2 others as you go down. Again, both not active at the moment. As you get down to about the 5th floor or so and work on the last one, the decker speaks up, says that she manages to actually hack into the comms, and tells you all that they are retreating. Probably, not sure why. Probably because of all the police presence or something like that. But they're
Yeah.
over the line. They say that it's time for them to go.
I don't.
Are they saying where they're retreating to?
Basically like Point Alpha 24 or Rendezvous Point.
Generic place name here.
No, they don't say a place name. They speak in code.
Yeah.
We should have kept one of those guys alive.
We did.
I mean,
Upstairs, he's handcuffed.
It was Point Alpha 24, right?
Yep.
Alright, good. I'll remember this once we find Lone Star.
But yeah, that's what she relays. And then as you like kind of continue to go down a little bit, she's listening into the comms and informs you that the police still not going in yet to either building. Both buildings are currently completely surrounded. And then she mentions they're talking about something else. I think it's another code word, but I don't know. I've never heard of this one before.
What is it?
Does anyone know anything about something called avoid? Or avoiding something?
Avoid?
Void.
Would Jin know of that? Because Jin's had a run-in with them, hasn't he?
Not in this campaign.
Not in this campaign, okay.
I don't think any of us have ran into Void yet in this one.
No.
Alright.
You can roll a logic, and if you have anything about runner history or significant events or world events or runner or Shadowrun events, anything like that, you can add +2.
Nope.
So-
Jin knows nothing.
It'll be straight up intuition and logic then, if you want to try and decipher what she is talking about.
I got 3.
Nothing for me.
Ditto, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so
Out of 8.
Thomas, you have heard something about something called Void, mostly because of what happened in Seattle a number of years ago, where it was the siege of Galatia, which was a free-floating city in the ocean, and the people in Seattle, in order to siege it, because it was taken over by the Harbingers of all people, they enacted something called the Void Protocol, and which is the basically, if you know vampire terms, it's releasing the man in the box. So a very nasty thing, but it's kept under wraps, so no one quite knows what it means.
Jin
But-
able to see in the astral plane?
No.
Okay.
But that's what you get from your 3 successes.
Okay.
Well, we still need to get out of the building, so let's just keep going and...
Yep.
So we
Alright.
don't run into whatever, anything else.
Hopefully they're retreating and we'll be, but let's just get out of here.
And eventually get down to the lobby.
Has it
this
been
building.
any longer yet, by the way?
Yeah, with how cautious you're going, I'd say another hour is probably passed.
Awesome. 2 stun, 3 down physical now.
And you get to the lobby, and you can see, even from like where you are, there's the flashing red and blue lights that are surrounding the building. The lobby doors are shut. Big, kind of another big, wide open space. The receptionist's desk is empty. Probably everyone that was down here evacuated, has been long gone.
I suggest you hide that explosive, or otherwise they might think of us.
Oh, the explosives were left.
We only took the detonator, we didn't take any of the explosives itself.
Yeah.
I wish we could have taken the explosives.
You can go back for it if you want, but the explosives is cheap stuff that,
That is true. That's
I'm not going to.
nothing to write home about. But there it is. You are now in the lobby. What do you do?
Don't be in the lobby.
That's the goal.
I don't think it would be wise to just walk out the front door because they might think we were the people that attacked.
Well, we got Felicia with us, and Felicia's probably well known. But what do you want to do, Felicia? Can you? I mean, we technically haven't done anything wrong.
Well, I could, I suppose I could call and tell what the situation is. I'm flattered that you think I'm very well connected, and I am, but, if I explain the situation, it'll take a few minutes, but I think they'll not arrest all of us. As long as we're not carrying any sort of contraband.
And are you carrying contraband? Because I'm carrying everything I'm carrying legal stuff.
I'm not hearing anything.
I don't have anything illegal.
I do actually have a license for my guns, so.
Nice.
So do I.
Same.
Unless you call my club illegal, then no.
Nope. Think you're good to go.
Yeah.
She goes,
So
all
if
right.
you want to make the call, just see what they say, and
All right, let me call. I'm going to conference call. I think our lawyer needs to be on this as well. Luckily, he
Good
keeps
idea.
very open hours. And she kind of like moves over just a little bit, not too far, but like talks for a little while. After about 5-6 minutes, she comes back. It's like, okay, I have arranged for, let's just call it clemency. We are allowed to walk out the front doors. We will be debriefed on scene, not arrested. Our lawyer's already on his way. Considering what happened to our offices, I do believe that we are getting some sort of sympathy.
I mean, we are the victims.
Exactly.
Exactly, yes.
wrong. Right place, wrong time. Well, I'm sure Felicia appreciates us being here.
Yeah.
Do make sure you have your fake sins out, as I'm sure they will want to check.
Yeah.
Already on it.
And go for it.
I'm guessing Caelim's not with us anymore. Is it Caelim? How do you pronounce his name?
Oh, Kale? Yeah, he wasn't with you since you guys left the office.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah. But yeah, and then the troll guy like steps forward. It's like, oh man, I cannot wait to get a burrito. I have been fantasizing about one this entire time, and I have to say. And then he gets to about the middle of the lobby and stops dead.
You doing good?
All right.
And everyone can roll an intuition and perception check.
Ugh.
One, two, three, 4 successes for me, please.
Two successes for me.
4 for me.
Okay.
5.
5. All right. So, Darkson and Jin, as the troll kind of starts slumping forward, you can see, well, everyone can see blood start dripping down from a wound that has apparently just appeared in his stomach, though he's facing away from you a bit, so it's hard to tell, but there's definitely like an increasing amount of blood that's coming down. For Jin and Darksun, you can actually see it like as it drips away from the wound and then down. Like it's sloping down something you can't see and then drips down. And Bengal, you actually see the vague outline of a figure that's standing in front of this troll, as well as the blade that has been stuck in him from basically stomach to neck before he falls. Then the troll falls to the ground, and you can see, or Bengal can see him kind of like move and shift out away next to the walls before losing track of him.
He, we need the Decker.
Whoops.
Decker
Simone is
Dark?
like right behind you and just like, ah, James, no.
Can I try and make a reaction to seeing the angled bit and try and run in and take a swipe with my sword?
Oh, sure, yeah. If you want.
And me too. I want to see if I can try to hit this guy.
Yeah, you both have the general location, and Dark, you're going to take a -1 because you're not too sure, and then no negative for you, Bengal, because you actually saw the actual figure.
And I would like to put a shield around the Decker because, you know.
Yeah, I'll draw the Super Warhawk and just be at the ready in front of the Decker to try and protect her.
You hear Felicia go, "What the hell?"
Watch out! There's a guy. There's a visible guy here.
I got 3 successes on my shield.
I got.
And I cloaked it.
I got 3 successes.
5.
Alright, so I'll roll for Bengal first, and then we'll go with Darkson. So on that, so the club manages to, goes through empty air. You do miss as the figure kind of moves out of the way, and just like you, Darkson, almost connected with him. Just barely misses as you swing your sword down. And we are going to go into what's called abbreviated combat. So basically everyone gets to do a thing, and then figure gets to do a thing. So Thomas, you pulled out your Warhawk. Is there anything else you want to do with like a major action? And then same for you, Jin.
I guess I could try and take a shot where the other two were attacking to see if I can actually get a hit on them.
Okay. So roll your attack. I'm going to put pauses for invisible guy.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I got 4 successes.
You miss as well.
Unfortunate.
And yeah, so and then Jin, what are you doing?
I'm not going to try and attack. Can I just see if I can use any of my sensory stuff to pick him up?
Yes.
I just want to go through like thermal, just like every sensor I have.
Yes, you can roll intuition and perception for that.
Any bonuses for my ultrasound and all the other ones I have?
Nope.
Get that right. Roll 1, 2, only 2 successes myself. Because I'm mostly guarding the girl.
Okay. You flick through like single thing you have, infrasound, supersonic, and basically everything you got. Every once in a while you see like a brief blur of something, but this creature is basically invisible to almost everything. And as being an adept, you also don't sense magic, so this is a purely technological advancement that's going on here. And then it is its turn. 1, 2, 3, Dark Sun. 4, 5, 6, Bengal. Dark Sun. So, Dark Sun, I need you to make a intuition and reaction.
Okay. Three.
Okay, so you like you're looking around for this creature. You're like, where in the hell is this guy? You know, and suddenly you feel something that you can't see wrap around you, and then it tightens, and you feel a lot of like pain in your body, as you kind of bleed a little bit. You will have to make a soak roll, but I'm going through the semantics first. As you kind of bleed on a bit, you see that you are wrapped around twice with a kind of like a whip, but blades. It's a dagger tail whip.
Ooh.
And now you can make the soap. So this is going to be body and armor. It is a -2 to this roll.
Ooh.
And you are soaking 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Five.
5. So, yep, you take 2 points of physical damage, and you see, like you said, you just see the blood kind of trickle off these blades, and you're basically not bound, but you're considered restrained, so movements
Right.
restricted and stuff like that. And it's still tightening, but now it's everyone else's turn.
Get this damn thing off me!
Oh God, he's like he got you.
Are we able to tell where that whip's coming from?
Since it did make him bleed, and you do see the dagger tail, you can get a general idea of where this creature is based on the direction of where, like, the end of the whip is.
Yeah.
So general location, yeah. You can try and do an intuition perception to see him more clearly as well.
All right, let's see. Dre.
1, 2, 3 myself.
Okay, since he's currently using a weapon, you do get a vague sense of where he is. He is kind of shifting around a bit. But you have ascertained his somewhat specific location. But you still don't see him completely. But
I mean, could I use line of sight spells on him?
yes, you did get enough to be able to shoot and something like that with some degree of accuracy.
Okay. Can I do a line of sight spell, or is it somebody else's turn at this point? I'm a bit.
It's a free for all. Well, we'll just go around the horn. So Jin, we'll start with you.
Okay. I'll do a line of sight spell. I would like to do a stuff it. Why not? Probably gonna knock me out. Flame strike.
Flame strike.
I'll put up the theme for this again. Scroll up into a bit of a magic. 4, 5, 6, oh! 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
All right. So you see flames kind of flicker around, and for a brief moment, it does seem like the creature goes a bit visible. You see mostly the membranes of its wings, which have kind of like it's a dark hexagonal pattern that are like kind of almost wrapped around him like a cloak, and it does go back invisible after the flames kind of go out. But you did hit. You did definitely do a little cooking there. Dark Sun.
Yep.
All right, can I charge and grapple him?
Yeah, you could give it a shot.
All right, what do I need to roll?
So it's going to be a strength and unarmed combat.
combat. Okay.
versus his dodge.
Six.
All right, you do get your arms around something. Again, it feels like you just hugged someone or something with like wings.
I got him.
That's gonna be fun. And then, okay, so Dark Sun.
Yep. I think I'm just gonna have to try and actually shoot the thing, because sword's a little too long to really try and stab at it.
Okay.
As long as over you don't try to stab, you don't slice and stab me.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Granted, a shot may not work either.
Well, I can take a hit. Just go for it.
Right, it's the Warhawk, so, yeah. Taking a shot with this thing. It's, agility firearms.
Okay.
It's point blank, so...
Yep.
I mean, I could practically stick the barrel against the thing. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. You think you hit? It's hard with invisible creature, but you shoot in the area that the orc is hugging around, and what's the damage of the gun?
4p.
Okay. As you watch, you actually now you're definitely sure you hit because you watch the bullet ricochet off this creature. It goes in a completely different direction. And then it's Thomas.
Good. So I just seen this this minor action I could do called intercept. So it said that you can't do it with ranged weapons, so Thomas is gonna swap out to his katana
Okay.
and try and do intercept. So if whatever it is gets with it, tries to do an attack action near me, I get to attack them.
All right. Okay. So that is everyone, and now is its turn. He's going to start with a minor. Bengal, I need you to roll a body and armor.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Give me a second. Fine.
I'm just doing full defense for the elf.
Sorry, how many successes was that?
5.
Oh, okay. So hold on, I got roll for. And all right. So you take 4 points of stun damage as you're holding this creature. It's like gotcha, and then you can almost feel like the head of it like kind of look down at you, and a wave of electrical current goes through your body,
Back in a minute.
and you are stunned for 1 round. And then a little extra crispy.
You still holding on to it, or
No.
Yes.
He's around it though, but he's a little seized at the moment. And then then he gets to, let's see. Yeah, that's a good combo. So he's going to fire at Simone actually. And
That's the
Jin-
Decker, isn't it?
Yep, that's the Decker. So Jin, you are actively protecting the Decker. Would you like to do something?
Well, she's got a shield around her for me at the moment.
Oh, okay. What does that
That's
give?
a-
What does that give her for a bonus?
It has a. I think it's got a. I can't remember how the shield works now. I've got the rule book here. Just trying to find the shield. Casting spells, combat sense, cleansing, heal. Where is it? Phantasm, invisibility. You know when you're trying to find something?
Yeah.
It's not illusion. It's not that. It's not a health spell. Am I being an idiot? Well,
Yeah.
probably, but moving on.
I'll take a look too to see.
It's got things called like physical.
Let's see, it wouldn't be a health spell. It'd be a
Physical barrier. Here we go. Here we go. Sometimes when you want to keep magic away from you and others, you might want to keep it absolutely. Physical barrier builds where you might want it to be. A structure rating equal to magic plus hits on sorcery plus magic test. Base spell cast is a barrier that is 2 meters by 2 meters and 2 centimeters thick. Its increased area can be applied to add up to 2 meters in length and width.
okay. So it's your magic rating plus source plus whatever you got for your test when you erected it.
Yeah. I cast it. What was it? 3 things back?
Two things.
2 things.
Oh no, 3. You're right. That's 3.
No, it has to be in 2.
Oh, okay. I'll say
3
2.
goes to something that I kind of. I don't know. Well, there's 4 successes on that.
All right.
Oh yeah, because I went like, 4 successes and I soaked it.
Yep. And then what's your magic rating?
Magic rating is 4.
So it's 8 altogether. So he hits. So we're gonna say automatically hits the barrier.
Oh, it's magic plus hits on sorcery plus magic's test. So, oh yeah. I'm reading it wrong. So yeah, 8.
And then do damage. Minus the structure. So. Well, it doesn't go through. Alright, so you see the bullet kind of just lodge in midair. You didn't get enough successes to pierce the barrier. And then he's going to tighten the dagger tail. So, Dark Sun, you take 1 point of physical damage.
No soaking?
No soaking.
Okay.
And he prepares another action that is going to remain secret until it actually happens. So that was him. And we'll go opposite way around. So Thomas.
I will just stay ready to intercept if he tries to get close to the Decker.
Gotcha. Bengal. You're very staticky.
Can I do anything with stun?
Well, you, oh no, that's right. You're stunned. Oh no, for that, for that turn you are stunned. So you're still holding on to this guy, but you're just totally rigid, just totally like, you know.
I understood. Well, at the very least, I'm still like holding my ground.
All right, Dark Sun.
Yeah.
You can attempt to get rid of the dagger tail too, or get yourself out of the dagger tail.
So, did it really look like my shot did damage to it, or did it just bounce?
It did not. It basically, the soak roll beat the damage roll. So
Damn
it bounced, or it was, you know. I like to think it bounced because his armor is very reflective.
Okay. I like it. think I'll just go ahead and try and get out of it.
All right. So you could do one of two things. You can either roll a strength and body, and basically you'll take an air point damage, but if you get out of it, you're out of it. Or you could try an agility and gymnastics to wiggle your way out of it. And it's a little higher of a threshold, but you won't take any damage.
Body strength.
All right.
Can I try and take a piece of it with me?
Yes.
Just try and tear a bit off if I do good enough. 13. 4. 12. Okay. Five.
All right. Yeah, I'll say you do get to you pull it off. You do take a point in physical, but you pull it off yourself. And when you get to kind of the end of it, you snap the little piece off of it for yourself. So now you have and it immediately turns visible, completely visible.
All right.
So you now have a little piece of a very strange metal, little bloody piece of dagger tail. And Jin.
Jin's going to attempt to fire strike, I guess. Probably a bad
Okay.
idea, but whatever.
Well, he's still grappled, so go right ahead.
Nope, failed that entirely.
Okay. And then it's his turn.
Just soaked it.
So with the dagger tail off, he doesn't need to stay there anymore. So he's going to try to evade the grapple. So Bengal, you get to roll another strength and unarmed combat.
Okay. Seven.
All right. Well, I'm going to use this. Do I want to? Yeah, we're getting pretty close. So you think no, not so fast. You grab around him, but he kind of just seems to slip right out from your grasp.
What
and
the?
he's free. You made him use that ability. He's very angry at you for that. All right. So he is then going to approach Simone. So Thomas, intercept.
So that's close combat agility, right?
Yep.
For melee.
You're right.
Uh, what actions can I do if I want to burn an edge? If that's possible.
Burning Edge is usually just for saving your life.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be missing this probably because I only got 2.
Okay. Let me just roll for him quick. Alright, so... And then he's going to do this ability. You need to roll dodge roll, intuition and reaction.
Five successes.
He's going to reroll. Yay! Alright, so... and then I need you to make a buying armor. Or, sorry, just a buy check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
I got 2 successes.
How many health boxes do you have left?
I have 7.
Oh, good. All right.
Well, 7 will get me to my max. So
Hold on. So 1 plus this plus.
I don't know how to handle overflow.
Oh, overflow just means you're dying, which
Okay.
So what has
Hide me going there.
yeah, and there's a reason why I had this all because I have a feeling this might happen. So you swing, you feel the presence of the creature come right at you, and you're like and you swipe at him with your sword, and you feel your sword kind of almost get like pulled out of your arms as the creature like turns, grabs your sword, and you feel the barrel of a gun under your chin, and he fires, and you take 9
boy.
physical damage.
Oh,
Fuck.
jeez.
Yeah, and so you are now in overflow. So you fall back as the bullet goes right through you. The good news is that took up all of his actions. So,
I
Jin.
got one more overflow box.
Oh, that's
I
good.
believe.
And if you want, you can burn an edge and just say you're stable, since you're technically dying. And by technically, I mean you're dying. So,
I am
Jin.
seeing red.
What would you like to do? You see your Shadowrun compatriot. His head just kind of flies backwards, and he falls as you hear the gunshot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of guarding the group over here, so I can't really get over there to do anything, which is kind of.
I mean, I'm right in front of the Decker, and I thought you were back there too.
Yeah,
I am, that's what I'm saying.
Thomas did say that he is fairly close.
Oh, I mean, are you within hand reaching distance?
Yes,
Yes.
I will say so.
I could just cast heal then.
That will stabilize him as long as you get one success.
Question.
Yes,
I have that bracelet of Anubis,
you do.
Whoa,
which
whoa,
makes
whoa.
me,
Oh,
which allows me to do a healing check.
question.
Mm,
Yeah, Thomas.
Can I ring the thing?
can you what?
Sorry, what was
Can
that?
I ring the thing? The tuning fork.
No. That requires you to be conscious.
But it works like heal, doesn't it? Except that instead of taking a magic test to be able to cast it, it works. But I have to then, is it do a soak so I don't take the damage myself?
Yes,
I
without
can't-
looking up the
'Cause
actual thing
what I
for
have
it.
here, I have it like I said. It says the text I have here is, I think it's supposed to be say like heal. I think or it says life heal. So I don't know.
The actual ability is life heal. Yeah.
Yeah. But it says but what was this? But need to stop going off the screen. But roll test to not take damage is what it specific I have written down.
Okay. Yep. So that ability is, as far as I remember, which I do remember pretty much all of it, is you heal a certain amount of automatically. You take half of that, and then you roll your body to soak.
Okay, I'll do that because I can't take any more stun damage.
I do have gold dock wagon.
And I believe I said it was up to 5. So, or no, actually, there is no limit because if you want to try and kill yourself, that'll happen. So,
It's an option, but no, I'm not going to do that. If I do, I can happily get away with 4. So if I do 4, then I have to roll to soak 2, don't I?
yep, and it's just body.
What? How much overflow do you have?
Right now I only have one more.
So that'll get you up if I.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll do 4 heal and I'll body and thing to
For 2.
soak. Yeah, but I roll my body in armor, don't I, to soak it?
Nope, just body for that.
Just body flat.
That's right. That's why it's unlimited, because you're
I
only
soaked it.
soaking
I
for
got 2 out of 4.
Nice. You feel the life flow from the netherworld that you connect to into Thomas, and the hole in his chin heals up a little bit.
Ow.
Dark Sun, you are up.
Can I use infrasonic to try and track this thing?
Yeah, you can use that with intuition perception to try and see where he is.
Alright.
So am I still unconscious, or?
You are still unconscious. You did get shot in the head.
Yeah, makes sense. Thomas just mumbles, I see. Right?
4.
You have a. You can kind of see the outline of it, so it's good enough that you have attack and.
Well, this is infrasonic sound.
Yes, he is blocked from that as well. But you do have enough that you can see pretty much his location. If you had 5, you would have been able to see exactly. But
all right, how close is it to allies?
Point blank by allies.
All right, I charge it.
All right.
So I can then.
Yep, you can.
All right, what's the roll for that? Strength and.
Are you doing an attack from the charge, or are you just
Yeah, I'm doing a full bull charge attack.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that'll just be your usual attack roll versus hit dodge.
Oh, so agility, close combat instead of strength close combat.
Strength close combat because you're charging.
Okay. So 13.
That's actually a homebrew roll. That's not a Shadowrun thing, but I like the idea of it.
Okay. 5.
All right, so, and what's the damage of your? Is 5, right, for your sword?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you do see, you charge forward, and you just sword right out, just bam, and you actually do manage to score a hit, and as you kind of like feel the blade hit resistance, you manage to briefly see.
Ah! What is that? Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Just until it's his turn. So you briefly, as like you kind of like stick it in, you see like briefly that the sword is. You manage to hit kind of like the side area, and you see actual like looks like a almost like a chameleon suit, like a black bodysuit, except its patterning is unlike anything you've ever seen before. And as you kind of like look up from it, you can see a pair of purple glowing eyes looking like straight at you. Get the covered by a mask, completely featureless, but you can almost feel like a strange sense of rage, anger. But it's almost like palpable, and then once again kind of shifts around and disappears. And the sword is promptly pulled out. And alright, I'm gonna unserver mute. So Bengal. He has slipped out of your grasp, so what are you doing?
Can I see him?
Uh, intuition perception.
All right. Dree.
3. You have a general idea, especially since like Dark Sun is over there, and you know you could see kind of briefly the creature reappear before disappearing again. So you can attack him. You have line of sight technically.
Right. Time to go clubbing.
All right. Make your attack.
All right. Let's see. Dree.
He dodges out of the way. You swing and you feel air. Thomas, you are unconscious.
I don't think I can do anything.
Yes. And then as it gets back to the top of the round, everyone near the Simone. Beforehand, Jin, you heard her go like, "Wait a second, I've seen this signal before." And then you see her working on something, and after these 3 rounds have passed, she goes, "I got it. I'm going to patch it through the comms now." And suddenly, like, as it looked like, especially for Dark Sun, that like this creature was about to just absolutely go ham on you, it stops. Again, you can only see the outline of it, but it kind of like you can see the outline more now since it's not moving, as it kind of like stands up straight and then proceeds to walk away. And you hear someone go, "That's what the faux chip was for."
Interesting.
They knew that thing was here, or they sent it. That's someone's got a lot of power that you. Why would they? Better question is, why was he after you?
I don't know. I don't even know what that thing is, but it's got to be, given the power of it. I'm terrified. The only thing I can think of is, well, I did just hit 50 million on my follower count.
Why would that?
I don't know. That's why we were celebrating up in Mythic Creations. We just signed a contract with them because of our follower counts met the threshold.
And someone didn't like you being up there, perhaps. There's not much we can do at the moment. You need to get somewhere safe, and we need to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
We still have something we need to do.
Don't think that's much of an issue right now.
Yeah, Felicia goes, at this current juncture, I think we're going to have to suspend that mission for now.
All right.
Yeah, because we have 2 people down, and this guy is not exactly giving us a message.
But trust me when I say that your assistance here has been greatly appreciated. In fact, I'm going to be wiring you all 30,000 from Mythic Creations, of course.
Not that I know it, because
Well, you have a gold Dockway account, so after like a short while, the lobby doors open. You just see Dockway. They like roll Thomas onto a stretcher, and they just pull, like take him out.
Have to catch up with him later.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put something for the Interactives Dockway in hospital. But yeah, Felicia goes, this this was sort of a mission in itself, wouldn't you say? Unfortunately, an escort mission was not what we had intended, but
It's what happened.
I
That's
think the best thing. I think the priority is we got the ones we were escorting out.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Protecting
Quite
Simone
legit.
alone has definitely been a great help.
Shall we go and face the woo-woos?
Well,
tell
hey,
you
I
what,
don't have to face the woo-woos because I'm already out of there.
You
You got
don't.
your own special woo-woo.
Yeah.
All it took was getting shot in the face, or in the head, I should say. The face would probably be worse.
Yep.
Oof.
He was at least considerate enough not to shoot your moneymaker.
There is that.
But-
It's just battle scars. You know, chicks love it
I'll be back.
apparently.
Probably
Alright, so
not sure how Thomas's stream would have picked that up.
Oh, you're getting some followers on that one.
alright, what's next for us?
Well, you basically will head out and face the cops. When you approach, Felicia tells you, just keep your hands up, no weapons, no sudden movements. They already know.
And Dark Sun's pointing his away already.
The creature is gone. Well, whether or not you actually know, you can't tell, but you don't sense him anymore. When you get through, you're taken to kind of like a private little tent that's been set up, basically like a control tent. You see like radios, people kind of calling in, SWAT teams, stuff like that. They sit you down. They don't manhandle you or anything. They do seem to have gotten the picture. They put the blanket around you. They give you the cup of cocoa or coffee, and kind of ask for like a brief debriefing of what exactly happened that caused a firefight between two skyscrapers.
Like we know, we were just getting shot at.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no clue.
No clue.
Not a clue.
Yeah. If like at one point, like when someone comes up in like a raincoat, like, tell me what you need to know. I gotta find out what's going on in the name of justice. And you hear someone else go, Detective Griffin, get away from the victims! Justice knows no such thing as victim. Except for those who are victims.
I'm a victim.
This is harassment.
And then it's like he stands in front of you, like a lady in police officer's uniform pushes him out of the way. It's like, I am so sorry. He got really riled up. He solved a murder, thinks he's hot shit. Sorry. Just ignore.
And Dark Sun just waves it off.
You can't ignore justice. No, but they're ignoring you. Now get the hell out of here. But they let you go after a while. They check your fake sins, but they're not really looking that hard, so there's no need for checks or anything like that. And yeah, that's basically it. Unless do you have something you want to do while in the control tent?
Nope.
Not that I can think of. I mean,
In fact, I'm gonna hop off because food's here.
Oh, good, perfect. Yeah, and you'll get your follow count. Just check the leaderboard.
Yep. I will.
Have good noms.
And give me the rifle stats and whatnot.
Oh, yep. I'll DM you
ADMs.
for the rifle set. It's a basic weapon, so it won't be too hard. I'll just give you the name of it.
what did you say that piece of gear was called that I grabbed along with the shotgun? The slingshot, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the slingshot harness or the.
Quick, someone tell the police about where they were regrouping to. Because I can't.
I will tell them we got some information about them that we heard from when we was escaping. Something about, I forgot the location name, but I would like the code.
We don't actually have a location name, do we? We just have some sort of code term for it.
Yeah, Alpha
Yeah.
2-4.
that they can interrogate the guy that we left on the 20th floor, something up there.
Yep.
I'd be
And-
amazed if he's still there.
And oh yeah, watch out. That guy is a dick.
Yeah, that's a mate. Like when the cops are like, "That's a mate for you."
What are you trying to say?
Oh, sorry. But yeah, so yeah, you tell them that it's the Wyverns of Terror. They kind of suspected. They basically say as much, and then proceed to let you go. So, we'll do. Darkson, do you have any modifiers for follower count? Like household name or adrenaline junkie? Oh, I think he already left. I'll just give him the standard. If he has extra, I'll...
Just after.
Yeah.
I'll message him on Discord, see if
Yeah.
he see if I can get him before he disappears completely.
No worries. We can catch him up ahead.
Alright.
Alright, let's get started. So Darkson will go with Darkson first for... Ah, dang it. Come on, random number generator. There we go. And then I need calculator. Because these numbers are very big. Alright, Darkson started with... Geez, player 2. Boop, boop. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, this was a little short of a run. I have a meeting, unfortunately. I have to...
I can't be up either myself anyway,
And-
much longer anyway.
And yeah, and Jin's got...
Appointment in the first moment.
So it kind of worked out. This one's a short... This is a what I like to call an ambush mission. So it's something that goes completely off the rails from the word go.
So basically, is that train, or is that mission still available?
It
Just-
is. So you can
Well, there we
still do
go.
that one if you want.
Now we know what it is.
That's true. See, I like to give a little extra for ambush missions. Alright. Darkson is now up to 400,938 followers. Then we'll go with Jin. Jin, do you have anything special?
I not that I remember. I think I was looking into it with you, and we just never did get.
Yes, we'll get you something on that. Well, we still got a decent amount, so...
Gives me half an hour to get ready for bed. I enjoy fun.
Oh, wow, nice. So you are at 417,655. And Thomas, do you have anything?
Hardcore parkour, adrenaline junkie.
Okay, so your big bonus is you're actually the first one that went into basically the death throw. So
I was the first one that almost died.
that died to overflow. We've had some people
Ah.
get close, but you're the first one that went into overflow. Which don't feel bad though. It's probably going to happen more often than you think now.
Probably. Which is why you gotta get that second character ready.
And well, see, the nice thing about Shadowrun is Burning Edge, and then you can rebuy
Yeah.
the edge, so death is not as bad as...
I was ready to do it since I do have 4 edge.
Yeah, you're close. He almost got you. That was even like his worst hit.
You
You
could
are...
have made it a whole lot worse.
Yeah. No, that's a nasty combo he has, so good job on surviving it. 502,091. And then
Nice.
Bengal, first time, so you get a bonus on that as well. Do you get bonus for pushing the guy out the window, which was hilarious. Not...
So we did come back.
And I do have adrenaline junkie.
You do have a... Oh, even better. Alright, so hold on, I gotta... that into
Darn,
your...
you weren't here when I asked if I should throw the cyber eye at someone.
Not too shabby. 204,044.
200 what?
You now have 204,044 followers. Basically, these runs get posted onto Shadowrunner YouTube, and you get benefits benefits and sometimes drawbacks based on how popular you are. So, you went from having 0 followers new to the scene to 204,044 followers.
Fair enough, Zane.
Damn, that's good.
That is good, yeah.
200,000?
200,000 followers, yep. So, and there, if you look in the Discord, you have the player role now, so you can look at all the Discord stuff. You can get certain perks. You can get stuff to have better runs and things like that as you get up in follower count as well. You can ask favors of various studios.
I was gonna hire a production team for this run, but I never really got the option to because we got ambushed.
Yeah. That's why the follower count's higher initially, because it's so exciting, but it's so spontaneous. It doesn't happen very often. I usually...
They got to see someone almost die.
They did. That's why your follower count spiked. Dramatic. But that will do it. Again, thank you for coming and for enjoying this lovely Shadowrun. Juan Tiller, I hope this was a good first session for you. I hope you come back for more.
I will.
Perfect.
Alright.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Yep. I'll let you guys go since I know at least one of you's gotta get to bed. So, bye everyone.
Bye.
But yes, and there is no news this time as well, because technically it already happened. If you remember the first newscast of the first mission, they already reported that this was happening. So that actually, when they talked about the mythic creations, there will be new stuff as well in the social feed, but there will be no actual news broadcasts. They'll actually be split up and put into the second one and all that good stuff. Movie stuff. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming in. If you are interested in joining as being a player, or just kind of bumming around, let's see, yes, Tana, we definitely, Shadowrun Discord. There's the link. If you'd like to join in or just participate a little more. Otherwise, just spread the word. We do Shadowrun on weekends. Now it's about twice a month. Also, D&D will be happening next month as well, possibly. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of the night. And I will see you all on Monday for writing and shenanigans. So, take care, everyone. Have a great night.